The stock exchange is a feature that is known very little about in Ashes of Creation. On the wiki itself, we only have a few bullet points explaining what the system is capable of. Today, we'll talk about those features and where I think the systems can go with what we already know about Ashes of Creation. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell because we're going to the moon in Ashes of Creation. For those of you that have no clue, the stock exchange in real life is a place where you can buy and trade stocks. Look at the items that you use in your day-to-day life and I can guarantee you that there's a stock for it. In Ashes of Creation, you can buy and sell shares of nodes, social organizations, and guilds. Now, the value of that stock is influenced by world events and the performance of those respective areas. Things such as quest lines, nearby resources, citizen progression, and how much local real estate has been bought all help determine the value of the purchasable share. First, I want to talk about buying and selling shares of nodes. Now, it goes without saying that everyone is going to want to buy into the metropolis and city nodes, right? Especially if those nodes are in a thriving area. With the vassal nodes surrounding the thriving metropolis node, I'm sure that those nodes will be thriving as well. But before we buy into the metropolis or the city node, how much are they going to cost? Okay, so remember 2 years ago when the GameStop stock was popping and everyone wanted a piece of it? So one, how many people were too late to buy into GameStop or GME, right? Because the ship had already sailed. And two, how many people lost money because they had no clue what they were doing in the stock market? So many players are going to buy into these high-performing nodes just because they're performing high. Obviously, it's going to cost a lot of money for balance reasons in the video game, but that's not smart. Buy the dip. Personally, I'm interested in investing in smaller nodes, not, let's say the AAA studio. I want the independent studio, that's, creating new systems in a dying genre. I mean, you're smart, you know what I'm saying. Investing in social organizations is going to be really interesting as well. So, social organizations are run by NPCs. We have the Scholars Academy, Thieves Guild, and Traders Company. Now, I'm sure this will be similar to nodes in terms of how they're built up, but they're not exactly the same because social organizations don't go to war with each other. Whereas, if we really wanted to, we could break down every single node in Ashes of Creation and start from the beginning. A question I have is, how does the value of the social organization drop in terms of the share? Is it failing a quest? Is it the upkeep? Is it players leaving the organization? If a social organization is progressing really well, then I could really see a lot of solo players invest here. Participating in nodes can be hit or miss because you can go attack someone and now they're defending. Or you can get attacked and now you're defending. With social organizations, it's much more solo content. Hearing that you'll be able to invest depending on the performance of guilds is probably one of the wildest things I've heard. Let's say you're in a guild and things don't go right for one of your guild members and then they snap. So look, man, I called this meeting because I'm really not happy with what's going on here, man. Okay? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, Dirk, what are you talking about and what aren't you happy with? The money. It's not getting distributed in a fair way. I've been here for 4 years. 4 years. Why am I still broke? Okay, here we go again. Okay, look, Derek, it's honestly, you'd probably have more money if you spent your time questing and stopped chasing those chicks at the tavern, huh? And then you see the disrespect I'm talking about. Here we go again, bro. What do you mean, bro? Honestly, I'll really spit on you. I'm really that dude. Don't play with me. Matter of fact, I'm leaving the guild. I'm gonna make up my own guild. I'm gonna call it Death Row MMO. Yes, sir. We don't want the executive guild leader all up in your videos, on the records. Come to Death Row MMO. Let's get to it. Get this camera off of
Honey, I don't think we can invest in our stocks anymore. And before you ask, yes, it is Derek. Yeah, he's wildin'. Yeah. Hey, I think we should pull all of our stock and buy a yacht. Yes, I know. Great idea. You know who would enjoy that? Our good friend Steven. Let me give him a call.
This will incentivize guilds to perform better if they care about their node and the share price. But it changes the gameplay, it changes the action behind you going out to quests, do dungeons, and raid, and all of the other content that we talked about that makes the share price rise or fall. There's PvP, PvE, and PvX guilds, but I wonder if the PvE guilds will focus on this feature more because this will affect them differently compared to the PvP guilds. Node sieges will halt the trading of shares in a node. Now this brings up an entire new reason for people to attack you. It goes beyond drama and power. Now it's down to the good old saying, it's just business. If a node has control of a high-performing area with materials, closer to vassal nodes, perfect spot for everything, plus they're balling in terms of share price, oh yeah, they're going down. I've said this before, but the world is always going to be changing in Ashes of Creation. Your node could be booming with business in the summer season, only for you to take a vacation and log on next month in the winter season, and now your once flourishing node is a ghost town. That's how it goes. The stock exchange is going to affect node placement on your server. If it's not something that you want to participate in, that's fine, but just know you will be affected by it. Hopefully, once we're able to buy stocks and start making some money, Steven doesn't shut down the stock exchange like they did with GameStop. What are your thoughts on the stock exchange? Do you think it'll help or hurt the economy? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you've yet to make an Ashes of Creation account, feel free to use my link in the description below. If you're looking for a Discord to join, hey, I got the place for you, right in the description once again. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and Twitch, where I stream the live monthly updates and you can keep up with everything that I'm doing. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.